We're here at Wasabi. I don't even know where we are. With Kennedy. Thank you for taking time out of your busy schedule to come and talk to us.
When you lose early, you've got plenty of time.
Wow. The reality of women's tennis, if you ask me. So you got into the VCORE Open, and we were talking before this about her life as a tennis player and why she wanted to start. And let's start with the competitiveness. I asked you why you wanted to keep doing this if you weren't having so much success, and you said no one's really asked you that question. Why do you think people don't ask you that?
I think people don't want to know, actually. They don't want to know that, like, as much as you love it, it's not that pleasant. So, I mean, it's just my opinion, but you kind of want to dismiss the dark side. It's like, sweep it under the rug. We don't hear, it's like, you know, don't ask, don't tell type thing, but the reality of it is you lose more than you win. And I think sometimes people just want to hear that, oh yeah, life's great, it's glamorous, when it's not always that way.
Well, you're talking to a girl that slept in her car to play in tournaments. It was in your trunk too, it wasn't even in your back seat.
My trunk is very roomy, I have a lot of space. I got the 2017 Ford Fusion, so you put one seat down, you've got like a whole trunk in the seat too, so there's plenty of space. Don't let him fool you. Ford Fusions are super comfortable.
Isn't that car small?
No, it's huge. It's extended. It's longer than like a Ford Fusion.
Oh, okay.
Come for my Fusion.
I'm not coming for your Fusion, we're in a Fusion restaurant, kind of, so it's kind of ironic. But you travel so much and your schedule's just too much for me to handle at least. And you talked about how people have to be, no offense to anyone, but crazy to be a professional athlete, because this life is not glamorous, and this life, yeah, you would think this would be a puff piece, but it's not. Not even close. And tell us why people have to be crazy to play this.
Well, I found out Friday at 4:30, the day before Bubble started, that I got in.
Okay.
So naturally, I booked my flight. I had to leave for the airport at 2:30 in the morning. My flight left at 5:30. I got in at 9:30, went straight to the courts and started warming up. Hadn't eaten breakfast. Didn't have time because I didn't want to be late. It's my court.
This wasn't the day you played.
This was the day I played.
This what?
This was the day I played. So I mean, I tell my like other friends that, and they're like, "You're
psycho."
Yeah,
psycho. You're a psycho.
I've done 17 hours straight to Winnipeg, or back from Winnipeg, Canada. I went 18 hours back from Baton Rouge to Ohio straight. So like, and then you lose all the time too. You have to be able to lose and go play again and make it through that. So I just feel like mentally you have to be able to handle more than you sometimes normally would win.
Well, this is a lot of fun to hear.
I'm here to brighten everyone's day.
But I think a lot of people don't understand there's no glamour when it comes to starting a career, right? And for kids that want to play on the pro circuit, I think this is the reality of it all, because Kenny played at Georgia, she played D1 college athletics. She went from basically having it all available to her, travel, equipment, trainers, everything, to
sleep in your car.
Sleep in your car. I mean, you can't, like, literally, and
it's not even a joke.
It's not even a joke. So I want to get your sense of what that was like to go from college to the professional circuit.
It's a rude awakening.
Okay.
To put it mildly, like on one side of the coin, I wanted to play individually. I wanted to play pro, and I kind of knew that I did want to see what I could do after school. So it was like the excitement of starting out. And the other side of that is that just everything that was right there for you was gone. I had to buy my own rackets, and I was so mad. I was like, oh my god, this is going to cost me. I switched string because I couldn't like pay for what they had using at Georgia. It was like too much for me.
What were you using?
Well, I use a really odd string called snake bite. My mom said, okay, love that string, I'll never get rid of it. This is an advertisement.
Never heard of it, sorry.
It's like $90 a reel, so you can't beat that. And then,
product placement, sponsor me.
And then 4G, Lux 4G, and it's just, I was breaking it every 2 days. It's just, I can't afford to buy things all the time. So
what do you use now?
Now I have Snake and RPM Rough, and I get RPM rough at cost because I'm an employee, so it brings the price down a little bit for me, and we break that every 2 days too. So
perfect.
Still losing.
Quality control. Thank you, strings. And you said you're an employee, and this is the other part to the reality is you teach as well. I also teach for my side job, and not a lot of people understand what it's like to coach for 9 hours a day and still make less than what you're spending.
Yeah.
Like, as I travel, I'm losing more money out of my butt, but I can't imagine how much money she's losing because
I'm actually losing matches too, as of right now.
I don't know what to do when you say those things. It's just like,
Just keep going.
I'll just keep going.
Dismiss them. It's okay.
You go 9 to 3, you said, and then you can't even play, right? So talk to us about you're living a double life. You're living the life as an employee and as an athlete.
Yeah, it's not pleasant, but it's what has to be done. It's kind of like one of those things where you don't really have the ability to say no. I don't want more hours because you need more hours. You need more funds to be able to play. I can't afford to go play a tournament every week in Europe, which would be great. I'd love to be able to do that and have chance after chance, but I lose and I don't know when I play again because
you can't move on.
So I don't get to go the next week and think, okay, I'm going to fix what I did because my next tournament can be in 2 months. The worst thing for me is honestly being a little taller than the baskets and having to constantly reach down and stand up because that kills my back. That is my pet peeve of teaching. It's not standing on my feet. It's literally trying to bend over and get balls out of the basket all the time because if you're taller than the basket, it hurts to bend sideways like that because it's like a side bend. It's kind of awkward. So it stresses out my back. That's like my real.
She's broken her back twice too, correct?
I guess I broke the first time and it's like never really healed.
So just it's broken.
Yeah, my vertebra is entirely cracked, and I don't.
You don't have
a disc
scoliosis,
left.
right?
No, it's called spondy.
Spondy.
Actually, yeah, the disc is gone, and then the vertebra hit because there's no disc left, or it slipped out and it cracked.
And she's still playing. Great. So
it's manageable. That's what they don't tell you. It's manageable.
Do you wear back brace?
I don't.
What do you do to fix it?
I don't.
Okay. Sweet.
Like rehab, that type of stuff, but like it is manageable. If you can like strengthen the back enough to hold what's left of your disc in place, then you can kind of manage it.
So if you snap in half one day, we know the reasoning?
Would it be a surprise?
I think you might be happy if it actually did,
I'm
because you would just
waiting
be it would just be done.
I'm waiting for the day I have to go get my surgery, but I'm not going to have a spine surgery now.
Great.
I can't wait for that day, but if it comes too soon, I'll be able to handle it.
I also asked her this question before. It's, what haven't you broken? And let's play this game. We're going to play a game, and I'm going to name things. Like, I'm gonna name body parts, and you're gonna tell me if you've done anything to it. You ready?
Like not broken.
Well, we'll see what happens. So, you ready?
To be fair, almost every athlete would have strained or pulled muscles, and so just to preface.
All right. So
I'm not in a number.
Okay. So neck.
I don't think I've ever done it.
We already have a winner. Great. Shoulder.
Tendonitis. Everybody's got tendonitis.
Both? Just her right one.
Rotator cuff and bicep.
Elbow.
I had a pinched nerve. I just got an injection.
Wrist.
What about hand?
Hand wrist. We'll count it.
I just got an injection for that.
Perfect.
But that's about it.
Hip.
Like hip flexors, strains. I feel like everybody has.
Yes. Fair. Back we already covered. It's fine. Back doesn't count. It's already fucked. Excuse me. But hamstrings.
Everybody's pulled the hand before.
Not me, actually. I haven't pulled the hand.
Yeah, you better.
Yeah, trust me. All right.
Hold strain, hammies and quads, and hip flexors.
Knee.
I think the worst I ever had was just small, like I pinched my meniscus a little. I don't think I've ever really done.
We're there. That's okay.
Worse than
Shin/calf.
Shin splints at one point.
Yes, great.
Time ago, and then minor, I tore part of my calf when I cramped at one time.
Both or
just my left? Yeah, just my left. It was very minor, nothing major.
Interesting that you wouldn't do both.
No, the one was worse. It was so much worse. It's when I land on my serve. It was like when I was landing on my serve. It was the left one that was worse than the right.
ankles. You are sponsored by.
Ultra Ankle. Go get yourself some braces. They're great.
So I'm assuming you've rolled.
I've had bad ankles.
Bad ankles.
Yep.
Feet.
Some bad feet too.
What's
had
happened?
stress fractures in both metatarsals of my feet.
What's metatarsals? Excuse
It's
me.
like the top part, so like right by your toes. It's just like, yeah, not your toe, but like just below your toes.
Please don't make fun of me for being uncomfortable during this interview.
I don't like feet, that's okay. Especially this. I tore a very small part of my Achilles, which wasn't, like, it was very small, so I got lucky there. I slipped on both of us. They just like didn't quite work out as well. So
Okay.
that was it.
Fingers.
Well, like pinched nerves, so like I had trigger finger for a little bit, but that's it.
What happens during trigger finger?
Your finger locks up, you can't move it. Yeah. I like would go numb in my hand. Like these two fingers, this one would get locked and this one would go numb. But like that was a result of elbow, so that doesn't count as a new one. It's like the same.
And that was playing. What have you done to your body? Just insert the Fortnite L dance. It's okay. It happens.
I still feel more fortunate than some people have been.
That's true. She hasn't had You haven't had surgery yet, or you have?
No.
She hasn't had surgery yet, so that's good.
Yeah, nothing. No.
See, there, win. 2 L's make a W.
That's true.
There you go. Staying positive.
Yeah.
What else did we talk about before this?
Talked a lot about losing.
Oh, you're
Off to a hot start this year. So.
Talking about losing, we talked about you didn't have a good junior career, you said, and then you played college tennis, and once you played college tennis, we talked about this because we talked about how the fact that tennis is a very selfish sport in some sense, and when you lose, you can only blame yourself, but when you play college tennis, it's another environment. You have a whole team to worry about. So when she would lose, you would feel like your team would lose because of it.
Yeah, for me, I'm like carry the responsibility of other people's, especially when it's not mine to carry. So that's like a personal flaw that I have, and I just would feel like whatever I would do if I didn't do it right, it was so much of a detriment to the team that like I would be the reason. If we were to lose a match that I lost, I would always feel like it was my fault. Obviously, no one said that.
Yeah.
No one ever verbally expressed that to
Of
me.
course.
But that's just like that's the type of person I am. That's kind of why I loved college, loved it, but kind of do better on my own. Rather blame myself and actually know that everything was like 100% in my control, like my fault, or I did something right. And that doesn't count like the support of the team and the people around you. I acknowledge that 100%. I don't mean like you're the only person doing anything. It's just easier to blame yourself. So like, and to realize that you're not letting anyone else down in the process. That's what I struggle with.
And I asked you if you lose but your team wins, how do you feel about that?
It's a better, obviously it's a better feeling,
because the
team
won.
comes out on top, but you also, like for me at least, I always kind of felt like still like I didn't do my part. So again, part of like my own personal issues with it, but it would always kind of rub me the wrong way. It just felt like I wasn't carrying my weight. And, you can't win every match. I get that. I'm not stupid. But I just always would take it personally.
Yeah.
Like it's everything is my fault, which is a little selfish to think when it's really not. But I just kind of felt like there was always like such a negative impact on that person.
Yeah. I think we should also touch on the ITF tour rules. We can touch on it a little bit. Okay.
Just wants to see me fly off the handle.
I think it would be fun for the viewers to see how someone actually reacts to this.
I don't like it.
Okay.
I don't like it.
So, the background of this is because she won a 10K a while back, right?
2016.
2016, 3 years ago now, and
It's been that long?
yeah, trust me. I still think I'm in 2018. Nice. You won $1,600, right? And that's from a 10K. Imagine what players are making now if they want to transition to an event. Like, is there anything specific that you want to point out that they can improve, or?
I will give them a little little bit of credit and say that their decision to expand draws back to 32
That was
should have been done a lot. Should have never been done.
should have been done.
First, yeah.
Should have been in the rules period at the beginning, right?
That was a huge mistake. The first tournament of the year that I got into, I remember I was so fired up because I was at a career high of like 5:15 or something, and then I couldn't even make it into a tournament. I couldn't even make it into a qualifying draw, and here I am, like I was 700. Like, like a year ago or whatever, 700, 600, 700, 800, whatever, and I was like, I almost made it into a main of a 25 more than once. So
Really?
yeah, it was probably a weak tournament. I acknowledge that, but I just couldn't make it into anything. So it was super depressing thinking that you just achieved something that you've never achieved before, and then you can't
Now it's going down the
make it. Yeah, you can't make it into the cut of any tournaments, any draws. So it's kind of like a rude awakening. That's almost like demoralizing in the sense that you build momentum and it kind of knocks you right back down. So it's like it's all about little victories for me, at least on the tour, because it's so hard to you lose more than you win, at least in my opinion. So little victories like career highs and stuff, and then boom, knock you down if you can't make it into a tournament. So it's like they take away the little victories. It's like, God, what do you have?
I think for me, when I first saw it, a lot of people asked me, what do you think about it? What do you think of the new rule changes? And for me, at least, I didn't really get into it because I just didn't want to, I didn't think it affected that much.
I kind of let it go in the beginning. I just dismissed it a little bit.
Exactly. So when I started realizing what Jared Hiltzig was saying and what the news, like everyone on Twitter and Facebook and Instagram were saying about it, I started to realize that the way I saw it was a filter. It was a filter to get people that were not taking the sport seriously out of it, and to allow people to grow into the ATP and WTA main circuit. But when people are struggling, maybe yourself or other people within that 300 to 500 range,
that's when it's a problem.
you can't make it into any other tournament after that, because if you're in the 150 range, you can make a decent living. You're set. You can make it into.
I can't imagine because I'm not there, but I'm sure it's a bit more comfortable than.
Because you can make it into qualifyings of like 250s, and you can get straight into like 125Ks or like challenger events for the men's side. So it's just a harsh reality that they're trying to make people realize, but also it's like saying you have to be good enough to be in the top 200 and no one else exists.
Yeah, I think in concept in the beginning I was like, okay, maybe some good might come out of it.
Okay.
There are people who like chase and they camp out in Turkey and Egypt, and then they're 400, 300, 400 in the world, and I was like, okay, might eliminate some of that. Okay, see a little bit, but then I don't know, through execution I just kind of, I guess the way it started out, it didn't sit right with me. Like I said, I'll be the first to admit that in the beginning I was like, there's maybe potential, maybe this is something that needed to be done. And the way things have turned out, like you're 500, it's not even me, there are people who are 400 still, like for something that are struggling to make cuts. That's a disservice. Like that's a disservice to us and all the time and the work we put in and the effort. And like, that's literally telling somebody who's just achieved a career high and not being again to anybody, just achieved like the best result of something of their life, that like you're still not gonna make it. You're still not gonna get in.
And you don't want to look back on your career, and you don't want to have regrets by the end of it, and you want to make sure you can get it all out on the court. And saying that you made 515 in the world doesn't sound like much, but with today's struggle,
it took a lot to get there.
It took a lot to get to, even to just get into the top thousands. Like in the juniors, I got a ranking in the world, and I didn't brag about it. I was just happy to see a number beside my name in the world. So imagine if you're doing this for a professional career.
I think you decided this is how you're going to try and make money, and there's like literally
you can't do anything about it.
No, and that's the worst part. It's like if you try to make it, like I said, if you try to make it, you just can't.
Yeah. Fair enough.
There's, you didn't have something, whatever it was, you didn't have whatever. Okay, I can live with that. I can't live with a system determining whether or not I can do it, or money like determining whether or not I'm going to be able to succeed. You know, my dad always says money is how we keep score, which is unfortunate, but it's kind of true. I mean,
money is how you keep score.
Who have money, they're always it's a sad reality. It's my opinion, of course. It's not, you know, it's my opinion, but I can't afford to go to Europe and play tournament every year. Like we were saying, I can't afford that. There's nothing wrong with people that can, obviously.
They have a sponsor, and they have...
Absolutely, and they've had results, I'm sure, to get them there and get them that. You know,
you just can't at this moment.
Yeah, it's just, you know, like I said, more power to the people that can do that. I'm not ripping, I'm not knocking anybody. I'm happy for you. My success doesn't mean that someone else can't be successful.
Yeah.
You know, I don't care about that. That's fine. But I just don't want like changes in a system being what decides whether or not
whether you
I
can
can
play.
make it. You know, if I can't, like I said, I would have been at my piece of the sport. I'll be done when I'm done, and I try. But if I get something like I just can't afford to go play tournaments, like that's what bothers me. But that's also, you know, that's my position. I would have to do what I can to fix it. But that, like I said, that would be a harsh reality.
If I look confused, it's because I'm trying to process all of this, and it's very...
I wasn't ready for...
I really wasn't. I'm
aggressive.
It's not aggressive, it's just what people need to hear, and that's why I wanted to talk to you about it. And I keep looking at her phone because there's a dog on it, and it makes me happy.
You can't see it, but I don't know if you can see it. That's my dog.
Doge. See, there's positive things that come from this.
My dog is my dog.
So there you go.
Literally, every time I lose, the only thing I think about is that I get to go home and see my dog.
Why don't you bring your dog? Your dog can be a traveling...
High maintenance, unfortunately.
How?
He has...
You spoiled your dog.
Yeah, I did, but he has separation anxiety. I don't know how that happened. I think it's just he's
So
a
you
terrier.
think...
He's a terrier. He's a terrier and a lab mix, and they have like tendencies for separation anxiety.
Would he jump on court if you play?
If he can see me and he can't get to me, he can't handle that. But he also loves my mom, I think, more than me. So I also feel like he wouldn't go. He takes very good care of me. So I can't complain too much. As miserable as it is without him, he's very much loved by both my parents.
See, there is a positive side to this interview, I promise. And it's talking about a dog.
That's all I got going in my life.
Well, Kennedy, thank you so much. Guys, I'll leave links to all of her socials in the description below. Definitely go check her out. Definitely check out her challenges and what she's trying to do. She's gonna do great. And see, I'm trying to be positive here. And
I'm just trying to be honest.
Fair. But definitely check her out. Make sure to go follow her. And thank you so much again, Kennedy.
Thanks for having me.
Just want to give her a hug. I just feel sad.
There's light on the other side of the tunnel. Never forget.